it felt really scary to come up here because there's not a lot of information about Mayo. I think I at the doctor's clinic that I worked at, the one doctor looked into it and he said that Mayo is named after an acrobat, which I think he was, but he's also like a army guy or something, a soldier, I think, or something like that. But there's not a lot of info. And so that was really scary. But I got to say, like, taking a leap of faith like that and coming to a place that's kind of in the middle of nowhere is a really fun adventure. So I'm really happy we did that and we live here and hopefully forever. Who knows? That small town living is like what we didn't know we needed.
On the confluence of the Mayo and Stewart rivers, Mayo was originally established in 1903 as a river access community to serve the mining industry. Today, it's a modern town with a lively community, a healthy work-life balance, and a tremendous access to the outdoors. The village of Mayo is proud to be on the traditional territory of and have a good relationship with the First Nation of Nacho, Nyak.
Welcome on behalf of the First Nation of Nacho, Nyak Council. Our traditional territory covers 162,456 kilometers, including the areas surrounding Mayo. Historically, our peoples survived off the land, a tradition we continue today by trapping and harvesting game animals to maintain our traditional diet. We continue to celebrate our culture through traditional arts and activities, cultural events, and language, and we encourage everyone in Mayo to join in and learn our traditional ways. For over 30 years, we have been a self-governing First Nation. The First Nation of Nacho Nyak employs First Nation citizens and non-citizens alike. For all visitors and newcomers to Mayo, I encourage you to come to the government office and our cultural events and learn about our culture and history.
I came to Mayo as a single person, and I have met my spouse here. We've created a family here, built our home. I have brought up other family members. I have a sister who's moved to Mayo and has stayed here. I have another sister who moved to Mayo, found her spouse, and is now outside of Whitehorse, and a cousin who also is here. So I came first, and now I've brought many, many people with me. Raising a family in Mayo is something I'm really appreciative of. In particular, I love the concept of it takes a community to raise a child. And for us in particular, I love all of the convenience of having after-school activities available immediately after school, having many community members' eyes on my children. My children know essentially every single person who is a local resident of town and has been here for any number of time.
One of my favorite parts about Mayo is the food. This community is very food driven. During Christmas, there's the open houses and every business in town has everyone over, and we just have a massive buffet style food at the health center, at the police shop, and all the different community businesses.
So I'm a Nacho Nyak citizen, but I grew up in Whitehorse, and I used to come here a lot with my grandma to visit her sisters. And so when I was done university, I didn't want to live in Whitehorse anymore. And I had a lot of family in Mayo, and I had a lot of family in Dawson. So I just applied for jobs in both. And this one came up first, I guess. And so I thought that I would be here for a few years. And of course, it's over 20 now. One of my main projects while I was working there was to begin the process of a cultural center. What we know from tourism across the country is that people want authentic Indigenous experiences. We know that whatever we build, visitors will want to come and see, that they want to see a modern First Nation. They want to see people from this land. They want to see the art. They want to buy our arts and crafts. So we're hoping to build that kind of a space.
I have pieces of art that I do, I do it at the Bennett House too, and people buy them. And I learned from my grandmother and a couple other elders, and I use recyclable materials too. And people love that. They can come over to Bennett House and see me. The elders visit quite a bit and talk about, oh, you did this, or you could improve here, or whatever. There's lots of people in Mayo I don't know right now. There's lots of different teachers. There's lots of people that are moving into the village of Mayo. Who's that person? Who's that person? And then you talk to them, and, I think I like Mayo, And people are generally pretty happy here and helpful. And if things go on, they all help each other. Like even when COVID was on, I said, it's not just us having a hard time, it's the whole community. And our elders always told us, take care of the community as well as our people.
I thought I was moving to this small, sleepy town, like a small village that with 400 people, I didn't think there would be much of like a young adult community and even kind of like a recreational community. But what I realized in moving here was that there was a lot of that.
If you kind of come out to visit, you don't really get to see it because you're maybe just passing through or only here for a couple days. But once you get here, you join the Facebook page and you see just how alive the town is. I'd say almost every day there's something going on for free that you can join in on and just have fun and be a part of the community. It's pretty great.
I applied to Mayo. I had a 15-minute job interview, and I got the job offer, and I thought, well, I might as well get some job experience for 2 or 3 years, enjoy myself, get to see a different part of the country, and then move on. And that was 25 years ago. I'm the recreation coordinator for the Village of Mayo, and I've got a variety of different roles. I plan special events, I run after-school programs for children, I do evening things for teenagers and adults. One of the other big things that I do is assist and help out with volunteer organizations. And there are lots and lots of different ways that people can get involved in a small town like Mayo's. We have a volunteer fire department, we've got a volunteer EMS service, we've got multiple sports teams that people can coach with. I think one of the big things that people are missing in their lives right now is the ability to feel like they're creating a difference in their community. And here, it's front and center, and you can't not help it when you get involved in community groups like ours.
We have a beautiful outdoor pool that's kids and adults alike spend a lot of their summer at. We have a nice ballpark. We have our arena. We'll be looking to build a new arena in a couple of years, but we have a beautiful community hall. We have a very nice gym, as well as a fitness center and a tennis court with a skate park for kids as well. If there's something in this community that if you move to the community and you want to see done or built, there's all kinds of help to do that. The sky's the limit as far as I'm concerned. There's nothing that we can't do or can't build here. We'll find a way to do it. It may take us a while to do it, but we always seem to figure out a way to get these projects done.
And I kind of expected it to all be log cabins and very, very remote. And when I got here, I found a very modern community with a nice store and lots of great recreational activities.
I actually ended up in Mayo by accident. I did a favor for a friend and came up here to oversee the grocery store and find a manager, and ended up loving it and not finding a manager on purpose. My wife and I love mountain biking. We love hiking. And I mean, in Kananaskis country, there were times you couldn't get parking at the trailhead. It was a hike to the beginning of the hike just because of the literally hundreds of cars. And so, just to be up here, we can go out and spend the day on the land and not see anyone at all. And so we love that. We love people, but we also love getting away from them. So being able to get out and hike in this wilderness is tremendous.
We were nervous at first, and our family members were against us moving here. They thought we would be isolated. They thought the education would be limiting and the school wouldn't be as good as it is down south, but actually we found quite the opposite. The small class sizes are amazing. It is a small school. There's only like 50 kids from K to 12. But the teachers are wonderful, and they really work with the kids, and they get a lot of one-on-one time. And with those small class sizes, they're able to do really fun field trips and just spend a little bit more time on every topic. And I think they're doing wonderfully.
I'm here in Idzi, and this is one of the projects we've been working on with Yukon University and Nacho Nyak Development Corporation for the last few years. And our hope for this space is it's a space where anyone who needs it can come and use it. So we are hoping it's used for workshops. We're doing pop-up markets. We're supporting artists, learning various skills. We want to have the kitchen up and running again and have food regularly coming out of here for the community. We're just really hoping it's a multi-use gathering space where people can come in and kind of help us define what it is.
There are so many reasons why Mayo is a beautiful place to grow a business. I think the community is incredibly supportive. I was very fortunate to have Esther Winter, a local jewelry maker, as a mentor and to really guide me at the beginning with so much of the how to get your voice out there, how to make your product look good. It has been really cool that when I have been featured in the news or in a magazine or something like that, to have people in the community tell me how proud they are. That community pride for this business is really huge.
We have a visiting physician who's here on average about a week a month seeing appointments, and then we also have a visiting pediatrician who comes up. There's physio that comes up to the community, and then there's actually home care in community, which is very helpful. And then from my side of nursing, I can handle any emergency. We'd say that you can throw at us. But most of our care is based on emergency care. We are also one of the lucky communities that has a full-time mental wellness and substance use counselor. We also get a visiting vet that comes from Dawson, and then we also have the dentist and dental hygienist that come up to the school and provide free dental care.
Mayo has been nothing that I expected, but everything that I hoped for. Friends, colleagues, it's very, very welcoming. Everybody here seems not like they're just a member of the village, they're a participant in it. They're all equally willing to contribute and to try and make the place better. And I think in larger city and town settings, you don't get that. People just sort of live and exist, whereas here everybody's a contributor in their own way. And if you're new to the community, you are invited to be a contributor in the same way as well.
You said yesterday or the day before 3 words. Can you repeat them?
Yes. I love Mayo. I love living here. I love being a part of this community. It has just been such an overwhelmingly wonderful experience, us moving here. And we are so grateful just to have a life here and to learn from the community and the elders and learn about what it's like to live in the north. Mayo is the perfect place for Brett and I. That's all I could really say. So good.
Freedom! We got the nature, we got the river, we got the fish, we got the boating, we got the moose, we got the berries, we got the back roads, we got everything.
Going to culture camp with the youth. Going to culture camp with him and the youth.
Wishing I was at culture camp with him and the youth. how kind people are. Everyone helps out one another.
It's the best place in the world to live.
All the lakes that we can fish on and swim in.
Bugs?
Oh, the mosquito.
My homelands, I was born and raised here, and my ancestors grew up here, and I love my culture.
I love it that the beauty of the First Nation of Nacho, culture, tradition, language, elders, of course the seagulls. What I love most about my traditional territory is the people, the culture, the beautiful land, how you're made to feel so welcome when you come here. You're never forgotten when you leave, and you're always welcome to come back.